Hey y'all, the intro's still not working today, so here we are. We're just gonna go for it, go live. Had a great group. Had a great women's meeting this morning. We always meet on Wednesday mornings at 10:30. We meet right here, right out here in front of the office. If you'd like to come, you're more than welcome to come. If you need to bring your kids, that's why we meet right here, so they can go into the nursery and we can leave the door open and you can see. So if you need to bring your kids, you're more than welcome to do that. It was a great time, and just getting to fellowship and talk, and we went over Psalms 23 like we did Sunday night, because it's usually a different group of ladies, and it's just I really enjoy it, and I'm so thankful for it. So if you want to join us, please do. I encourage you to do so. We are open and honest and talk and encourage one another, pray for one another. That's what it's all about. So I was just trying to decide, Lord, what do I talk about? What do I talk about? Because, I don't do the same thing all week long, except for last week I did with Psalm 23. But the Lord, I feel like, has been dealing with me on focus. Quick story, I lost my driver's license. And I remember exactly the last time I had it, because I had to walk back out to my vehicle to get it, so I knew exactly when I had it last. I had tore my car up, I'd looked under the seats, I'd looked everywhere, because I had taken it out of my wallet. And I'd looked everywhere, and I tore my wallet apart, looked in every little hole, every zip, everything. I couldn't find it. I noticed it was missing on Monday, and I was like, Lord, please help me find my driver's license. You know me, I got a lead foot, and I won't get stopped without a driver's license. And I was stressed out about it. I was really, really stressed out about it. Called the tag office, and Joanne was so sweet. She's like, don't worry about it. We can replace it. It'll be okay. You just have to fill out a form, everything. Well, I couldn't go on Monday, and so I was going to go yesterday. So did some things here, and then after lunch, I headed to Yale and get into Yale, and as I'm I'm at the stop sign to turn to go to the tag agency, and I've been praying all the way over there, Lord, please help me find, please help me find, please help me find. And he said, look in your wallet one more time. And I at that stop sign, pull out my wallet. I start going through it. Well, there was a Walmart receipt in there, and I didn't think anything about it because it wasn't at Walmart that I had my license out of my thing. But I picked up that Walmart, and my license was in that Walmart receipt, and I was like, thank you, Jesus, thank you, Jesus, thank you, Jesus. So I didn't have to go get a new driver's license. Stopped and got me something to eat, and then as I was headed out here, he gently reminded me, because I have been asking, where are you, God? I don't feel like you're hearing me. What is going on? Where are you? I kept asking I've asked, where are you, several times. And he flooded my soul. And when I say he flooded my soul, I'm telling you, I had goosebumps. I was crying. And it was just, I am listening to you. Even in the small things, I hear you. And it was just what I needed. And I was so thankful for that moment. So very, very thankful for that moment. I praised him all the way, and I'm just thankful for a God who, even when we're struggling, even when we're in a storm, he sees us. So we all know the story. Matthew 14, Jesus walking on water. And I'm going to set the back for this too, because we need to understand Jesus wasn't on the boat. Immediately after this, Jesus, and I'm starting at chapter 14, verse 22. Immediately after this, Jesus made his disciples get back into the boat and cross into the other side of the lake while he sent the people home. He was going to meet them on the other side of the lake. That was the whole thing. He sent them out, and he was going to meet them. That was the plan. And we talked about our plans and how we need to have him involved in our plans so he can bless them. Afterward, he went into the hills by himself to pray. Night fell while he was there alone. Meanwhile, the disciples were in trouble far away from land, for a strong wind had risen, and they were fighting for heavy waves. And so we know that story. Peter says, Lord, if it's really you, tell me to come to you by walking on water. All right, then come. And then he took his eyes off of Jesus. And we've all heard that preached, keep your focus on Jesus, keep your eyes on Jesus, keep your eyes. And that is true. That's what that states. But if you go to Mark chapter 6, the same story is there. And there's just one little difference, and we need to understand that little difference. It says, immediately after this, and this is chapter 6, verse 45, immediately after this, Jesus made his disciples get back in the boat and head out across the lake to Bethesda while he sent the people home. Afterwards, he went into the hills to pray, by himself to pray. So he went into the hills to pray. Same thing, everything same. During the night, the disciples were in their boat out in the middle of the lake, and Jesus was alone on land. He saw that they were in serious trouble. He was on the land, they were out in the lake, and he saw what they were going through. Rowing hard and struggling against the wind and the waves, about 3 o'clock in the morning, he came to them walking on the water. And this is the part we need to hear. He started to go past them. He started to go past them because that was the plan. The plan was he was going to meet them on the other side. The plan never changed. The plan didn't change. He started to go past them, but when they saw him walking on the water, they screamed in terror, thinking he was a ghost. They were all terrified when they saw him, but Jesus spoke to them at once. It's all right. He said, I am here. Don't be afraid. So when we're in the midst of a storm, the plan never changes. Jesus will meet us right in that storm. And it states that then he climbed into the boat and the wind stopped. They were astonished at what they saw. They still didn't understand the significance of the miracle of the multiplied loaves which they had had previously, for their hearts were hard and they did not believe. He showed himself true. He was going to walk past them, but he met them right where they were at, and he stilled the waves and the wind. The plan wasn't changed. That plan didn't change. We have to keep our focus on him, but we also have to see him and not be afraid. We could be in the worst storm that we have ever been in our lives. I've been honest, 2024 was the hardest year I had. Not that anything tragic happened, not that anything awful happened. My kids are healthy, and all of everything, but mentally, emotionally, it was the hardest year I'd had. But also I thought the plan had changed. And I thought that Jesus had left. And he hasn't. The plan never changed. I did take my eyes off of him. Like in chapter 14 of Matthew, I did take my eyes off of him. I wasn't keeping my focus where it needed to be. I let something else come in and totally take my focus. And I'm still struggling with it, still learning. But when I read these two accounts, when I read that his plan never changed. He sent them in the boat. He was going to meet them on the other side. But when they were in trouble, when he saw them in trouble, he came to them, just like he does us. The plan hasn't changed. The plan for our life has not changed. Do we change it sometimes by taking our focus off and by not seeing who he is? Absolutely. But the plan doesn't change. His plan is perfect. His plan is exactly what we need. And it's just listening and being obedient. And some days that's hard. I'm so thankful for the reminder he gave me yesterday. So thankful for that reminder. And when I say I cried, I bawled, I came out here just boo-hooing. Because he met me right where I was. He knows our struggles, but his plan has not changed. So hold on to that hope today that his plan hasn't changed. We may need to refocus. We may need to shift. We may need to do something different. but his plan hasn't changed. Stay focused on him, and stay focused and knowing that he is with you always. He is always with you. Tonight we have youth, the little kids, the K through 5th at 6, and the 7 through 12, or 6 through 12 at 7. Buses will be running if you need a ride. You can text normally like you did, or you can text the church phone 918-399-5956 and we'll get you picked up. And then we will also have I'm having trouble talking this morning, adult Bible study at 7 as well. We are looking for new corporate sponsors, or not corporate. We are looking for new sponsors for this year for our social media, which is the daily lives. It's the lives we do on Sunday, both services. And as you can tell, we're having struggles, especially on Sunday mornings, but it's because of some of our networking system needs to be upgraded, and we have a lot of things that need to be done. A lot of things that need to be done in order for this to continue to grow and do what we need it to do. So we are looking for sponsors. If you are interested in that, just shoot me a text or call the church phone 918-399-5956, or just catch Mike or I at services on Sunday, or any elder or deacon. They can help you as well. But you can donate as much as you like or as little as you like. We have people that do $25 a month. We have people that do $40 a month. We have people that just do it in one lump sum. That's totally up to you. But we need your sponsorships to be able to do the upgrades to our network that need to be done so our lives go off without a hitch. And we have a lot of people that watch our lives on Sunday especially. So we really want to be able to keep that up. So if you're interested in that, please let me know. We will be having a celebration of life service for Geneva Clausen at 10 o'clock on Saturday. Then the dinner will be at noon. So please keep that family in your prayers. Remember that there is another cold front coming in on Saturday and Sunday. Looks like a chance of more snow maybe, but it's the cold is colder, and that's what I don't like. I don't like cold, but it'll be okay. We'll get through it. If you have a need, please get in contact with us, and we'll do our best to help. Check on those elderly that may not have heat, or may, we just don't know, but we're here to help in any way we can. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will be back here tomorrow.